Welcome to the deep dive. We've gone through a whole stack of your source materials, articles, notes, you name it, and we're here to give you the essential shortcut. And today, we are immersing ourselves in the absolute fundamentals of a visit to Paris. We're not here to just read you a brochure. We're really digging into these introductory texts to pull out the crucial must-know facts, the sights, the feelings. Our goal for you is pretty simple. Walk away with the focused knowledge that turns basic facts into genuine understanding.
And we should probably start with the absolute foundation, the one thing every single source agrees on.
Which is?
Paris is the capital city of France.
Okay, baseline established.
Yes. But from there, what really sets the stage is the immediate character assessment.
Exactly. Right from the get-go, the city is framed by two defining traits. It's consistently described as beautiful and full of art.
And that combination, the visual splendor and the deep cultural history, that's really the promise the city makes to every visitor, isn't it?
It is. So if we're starting with that visual splendor, what's the single most iconic image that comes up in all these sources?
It has to be the Eiffel Tower.
Of course. But the key insight here isn't just that it exists. It's about the moment you need to experience it.
That's the critical piece, yeah. The sources all stress that the Eiffel Tower is noted for looking beautiful, specifically when you view it at night.
It's not just an option then. It's like mandatory viewing time.
It really is.
Why do you think they zero in on the night view? Is it just the lights or is there something more to it?
I think it's about transformation. During the day, it's this magnificent iron structure, history, engineering. But at night, the lights turn it into something else, a beacon, almost like a piece of performance art.
I love that. So it elevates the standard tourist view into a unique experience.
Exactly. It reinforces that whole beautiful and full of art character we started with.
Okay, so that idea of transformation is key. But, Paris is obviously much bigger than just one tower. What are the other foundational landmarks the sources point to? The essentials.
Well, there are three others that come up again and again. First, you have the heart of global art history, the Louvre Museum.
Okay.
Second, the center of historical and architectural splendor, Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah, third.
And third, what you could call the lifeblood of the city, the Seine River.
That grouping gives a great sense of scope. You have high culture, ancient history, and then the natural flow of the city itself. And the sources also tell us why people go to these places. They're not just background scenery.
Precisely. They are listed as perfect for photos and sightseeing.
It sounds simple, but that wording is important.
It is. It emphasizes the active role of the visitor. You're expected to document, to capture those moments.
So we have the major sites locked down. But travel isn't just ticking off buildings.
No.
You don't spend an entire day just staring at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So let's move to activities. What can people actually do in Paris?
The list is surprisingly immersive. Of course, the sources say visit museums, which makes sense with the full of art theme and, keep taking photos.
But there's more, right? The part that separates the local feel from just a tourist rush.
Yes, and that involves slowing down.
And where does that happen?
It happens on foot. The sources specifically highlight the pleasure of walking in beautiful streets.
So it's about moving from seeing monuments to just absorbing the atmosphere.
Exactly. It suggests Paris is a city built for exploration, not just bus tours.
And all that walking naturally leads to needing a break.
It does. And the sources are very specific about the Parisian ritual of relaxation.
Which is?
Enjoying cafés. I mean, think about that. A simple coffee, sitting, and people watching. It's a cultural activity in its own right.
It really is.
And then there's the more structured form of relaxation, taking a boat ride on the Seine River.
Which is a perfect balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're relaxing, but you're also getting a whole new perspective on the city.
That's it.
So if you pull those activities together, museums, walking, the cafe time, the boat ride, it really paints a picture of deliberate enjoyment.
It does. The sources aren't presenting Paris as some stressful historical cram session. They explicitly say it's a great place to relax and enjoy the culture.
Savoring the details.
Yes.
And speaking of savoring, we have to talk about food. The sources are very specific here.
They get right to the core of the daily Parisian diet. The materials emphasize two specific baked goods.
Okay, let's hear them.
First, French bread, which is instantly and only named the baguette.
Of course. And second,
Delicious pastries, with the key example being the croissant.
I find that fascinating. In a city known for its, incredible cuisine, the focus is on the humblest things. a baguette, and a croissant.
Because they're the ultimate everyday luxury. They are the benchmark of quality and freshness there.
So the sources are telling you, you must experience the simplicity of a perfect baguette.
Exactly. Fresh from the boulangerie. It grounds the whole visit in the simple, high-quality rituals of daily Parisian life.
That makes perfect sense. You connect with the local culture not just by touring the Louvre, but by grabbing that perfect piece of bread in the morning.
And let's not forget the third mention, a general note about French desserts.
So there's still room for indulgence.
Always. It confirms that the sweet side of French gastronomy is still a very powerful draw.
This shift from specific sights and tastes, it leads us to the final and maybe the most important part of this deep dive.
The feeling.
The feeling. The sources talk a lot about the emotional response a visit to Paris provokes. What are the key emotions they highlight?
The emotions are overwhelmingly positive. Visitors are expected to feel excited, happy, and maybe most importantly, inspired.
Inspired. That's a powerful word. What inspires them?
The sources connect that inspiration directly to the aesthetic. They say visitors feel inspired because everything they see looks artistic.
Everything.
It's the cumulative effect. The architecture, the monuments, the street design, even how the food is presented, it all feels deliberately beautiful.
And that has to be the perfect lead-in to the city's most famous nickname.
It is. To wrap up all those feelings, the excitement, the happiness, the art, the inspiration, the city is famously called the City of Light.
And that nickname is used to confirm the whole atmosphere, right?
Absolutely. The quality that name imparts is a magical feeling. It's an emotional feedback loop. You arrive excited, the city's beauty makes you feel inspired, and that combined sensation just feels magical.
A city that promises and delivers emotional resonance.
I think that sums it up perfectly.
So just to recap, we've covered Paris as the capital, the priority of the Eiffel Tower at night, the core trio of the Louvre, Notre Dame, and the Seine. We've talked about the food baguettes, croissants, and that powerful, inspiring City of Light feeling.
So what does all this mean for you, the learner? We've taken all these scattered facts and we need to pull them into something usable.
Right.
We can distill all this into 4 really strong, simple takeaways, language you can use right away.
Let's hear them. What are the 4 core statements that anchor this knowledge?
Okay. Number 1, the overall goal. I want to visit Paris. It confirms that magnetic appeal.
Simple. I like it.
2, the core impression. Paris is a beautiful city. It validates that whole sensory experience we discussed.
Okay, so those first 2 are broad. What about the specifics?
Number 3, we have to prioritize that iconic visual. The Eiffel Tower is amazing. It takes the most recognizable landmark and confirms its spectacular role.
And the last one.
And 4, we connect you to a specific enjoyable activity. I enjoyed walking beside the Seine River.
That's a great one. It connects the abstract beauty to a personal, immersive activity.
It does. And those 4 sentences perfectly synthesize the goal, the aesthetic, the icon, and the experience.
It takes this big idea of Paris and turns it into concrete conversational knowledge.
And that's the real application of this deep dive. It raises the question, why package these simple facts this way? Because structured knowledge is usable knowledge.
Right. We've shown how the specific details, like seeing the tower at night or focusing on the baguette, all contribute to that bigger feeling of inspiration.
Exactly.
Excellent. So in summary, we've got Paris as the beautiful artistic capital of France. We've stressed the spectacle of the Eiffel Tower at night.
We've identified the Louvre, Notre Dame, and the Seine as essential.
And we've grounded the culture in the simple pleasures of cafes, walking, and the specific taste of a baguette and croissant.
All contributing to that magical feeling that defines the City of Light.
So now that you have this structured understanding of Paris, the sights, activities, tastes, and that emotional resonance, we have a final thought for you.
Right, building directly on the material's conclusion. Using this framework, try to describe a place you want to visit in the future.
Ooh, I like that.
What is its core character? What's the specific time or the specific food detail you would prioritize? What emotional response are you trying to get when you finally arrive?
Use what you've learned today to structure your next dream destination. Give it that same level of specific detail and enthusiasm. Thanks for diving deep with us.
We'll see you next time.